While we've been discussing the negativity that Black creatives face in the community, what are some moments that made you go, this is why I do this? This is why I love this space?
For me, uh, I've been going to a few cons for like the first time starting like last year, and you know, I'm very much like I keep to myself. I am workaholic. I don't really, like I pay attention to feedback, but for the most part, I'm just kind of doing the work. I don't really get to take, I guess, the impact in. And so going to cons kind of, forces me to do that. And it's very humbling to hear people's stories, to hear how much a show means to them, how much a character means to them, even how much like me as a black person, as an Afro-Latina person, being a part of this industry, how much that means to them. Um, and I get people just pouring their heart out to me, even to the point of like, having a breakdown and I don't know how to handle the situation, but it's like, oh, I am a part of what is eliciting that kind of emotion out of you, that kind of, intensity out of you. And it's still kind of hard for me to process, that I can make that impact. But, I acknowledge that. And, it's stuff like that that reminds me, oh yeah, this is why I do this. I, I mean, I never intended to be, I guess, one of the people that would, um, you know, I guess be one of the faces of this growing change in our industry. Um, but I'm glad that I am, because, I would have killed, to see somebody like me growing up, or to see the characters that I'm playing, growing up. Like, I'm very happy whenever I see diversity handled super well, whenever I see diversity in cast or behind the scenes or whatever. And it just makes me really excited for the future to see what we'll create in the future, because people are so inspired and motivated. So
I met Monica Rial recently. Well, not well, I guess within a couple months. I don't even remember, but I met Monica Rial, and I asked Monica, I was like, "Are you excited? Like you're back?" Because it was like one of the first, conventions that was like back. A bigger convention that was back. And I said, "Are you excited?" And he was like, I love it, because this is the only place where, like, I've never really had a bad experience. Nobody comes up to me, uh, and shouts hate speech or negativity. Usually, if they're going up to you, because there's always exceptions, but usually if they're going up to you, um, it's to express that they appreciate what you've done. A lot of my whole career, I guess to this point, except for the few conventions I've done, has been in a vacuum in my room recording, and I send it out, and then I check Twitter, and maybe some people are happy, and maybe some people aren't, maybe some people don't care. But I've had people come up to me at conventions, and it's not like I don't have a long line. I'm still fairly new, and I'm sure that'll come. But the few people that do come aren't just pointing out Takamichi, they're pointing out other characters that a lot of people don't recognize, or really care too much about, and they appreciate my work. And I think that's why I do this, because again, I want to touch people. I want to make people happy. I got told by somebody that they're going to frame my audition. They want to know the size of my print, and I was like, "Why are you framing my audition?" I'm like, "Oh, because my work means something to this person. My signature, for whatever reason, is sentimental to them." And I don't think that's a power that I think a lot of us have, and should be grateful to have.
I mean, I am gonna fangirl for 2 seconds. I straight up have your autographs framed in like a frame in my room. Like I, excuse me, sorry. I totally am that person who's like, this means the world to me to see like black faces in this medium that I love so much. And I do have like, I have like a little frame full of like autograph things that are framed. And my wife understands, like, we're gonna frame this. And she's like, all right, cool. And every time one of you guys do a signing, I'm like, give me the credit card. It is like I had to go buy this, and I just had to support them. And it's that same feeling of like, this means the world to so many people, and I'm one of those people. And which is interesting, because I'm also talking to you to report this to people who this means the world to, but I am also one of those people who like when there's a casting announcement, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm like cheering. I'm like, yeah, another win for the Black community. So I totally understand where all those fans are coming from because that's me. That's me all the time. So that's awesome.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Did anyone else have something to add?
Yeah, I think I had the added benefit and blessing of having a big role be announced with alongside a movie premiere. I think Hawks's movie premiere, first me being announced and then the movie premiere being the next week, me being announced and having to show my face and everybody hearing it's me and that first initial reaction, and then everybody kind of celebrating the movie, the My Hero Academia Heroes Rising premiere. Um, I think like those things were important to put, I guess, a black person who played a significant role in an anime on a grand stage and a grand pedestal, so that everybody could see and see what I looked like and see that's actually me, and then that I got to interact with people directly. But like the reason why I do this is sometimes I'll see is for the youth. When I get kids who come up to my table at cons, they don't necessarily see me as a black person. I don't think yet. They see me as a kind of of medium of this character that they like. I feel like later along the line they're probably going to realize that I'm black, or maybe if they're already black, they're going to already subconsciously know that I look like them. But that's what I do it for. Like that's what I had this girl come up to me a couple cons ago, and she just talked about how much she loved Hawks, and she said that she said thank you for making my dreams come true. And I almost died. Okay, I almost died. I was like, oh my god, you're gonna make me cry. But it's like for like stuff like that, people telling me that Hawks is their comfort character, and that Hawks, they were going through a rough time and Hawks saved their life. Like, I don't know if I had anything to do with that, but like the human to human connection that the people make with these characters, how in my art can bring something that someone needs in their life. I think that is really what makes me like, I'm glad I fought so hard. My fighting so hard either made someone felt seen or it saved their life. And that's an incredibly, I think, powerful thing. I think that I can do with something that I love that's also saved mine. So yeah, like that's for me where the value is in the art.
No convention stories to me because I've never been to a convention as a guest.
Yet.
Yes. It's coming. Yet. It's coming.
But and this was like 2 years ago. And again, I don't have a whole lot of photos of myself online. So if you want to know I'm black, you either have to pay attention to my tweets or pay attention to my bio, which I state that I am a black voice actor, but people don't read. But let me see. I was cast as the voice of Dawn in the Pokemon Masters mobile game. And after that was announced, like a younger girl, quote tweeted the announcement tweet, and she was like, oh my gosh, I'm crying, Dawn is voiced by a black person. Like, I'm so happy, like I can't believe my favorite Pokemon character is voiced by a black person. And so like she was like, oh, this means so much to me. And so she started doing all this fan art because she was also like a budding artist and everything. And so yeah, and to me, I was just here like, oh my gosh, I love Pokemon. Pokemon is like my second anime after Sailor Moon. Like, this is also what got me into anime. I love Pokemon. Oh, this is a dream role. I love Dawn. I used to wear Dawn's hat walking to high school or something in the winter. I used to wear Dawn's hat. Like, this is a dream come true. This is like one of my dream roles. And so it meant a lot to me that I was cast in that role. But seeing that it also means a lot to other people as well. Yeah, it meant a lot to me because of being such like a long time big fan of Pokemon, but also that it meant a lot to other people, not just because it was Pokemon, but it was a black person in Pokemon, in some kind of involved in the Pokemon franchise, as such, like also as the voice of like a recognizable, iconic character. Yeah, so yeah, it means a lot to other people. Yeah.